Good evening, my brothers and sisters and friends. I came back because of this idea of tribe, because this word called tribe and tribalism. Okay, so the way the Western and the educated, shall we say, educated, that word is kind of like a bit confusing. So the way they see tribe and tribalism of these other nations from the West perspective of looking at the prism of you know way of thinking at the other people is completely different the way from the way that we see them. Okay, so the way the Western thinkers think about tribe and tribalism, people clustered living in a village somewhere in Africa, shall we say in Africa, in Eritrea, who are dispersed in places like in these people with their own land, big ranch and their agriculture farm is completely different the way we see the West. Okay, we coming from little town and villages, when we see the Europeans and Americans, wow, we see of Americans and Europeans as kind of like they see us as tribal and tribe people, isn't it? And we see them as serfs and as slaves, minimum tying themselves for a flat, shall we say like 4 or maybe 20 story building. You know, that building is carefully planned from the town planners for people who are gonna be serfs as slaves working for industry to generate capital for the industrial rich people. Okay, so these modern serfs, or shall we call modern slaves, they have to, by the mortgage, minimum they have to be slaves for 25 years to have a flat in the second floor, mind you, okay? So even after 25 years, these people are not gonna own the house of the land, okay? So this is serf, my friend, this is serfdom, okay? This is slavery, okay? Whereas, so it depends how we see civilization and how who tribal is, who's tribalist, Whereas we, the villagers in Eritrea or Ethiopia, from our town, you go free land to build your house, your ranch, okay? Free. You don't pay for it. It's free. You don't have no mortgage, my friend. You can build by yourself, okay? So we are rich, my friend. We see the European way of thinking, tribal, educated slaves, educated serfs, okay? Living in a super tall cardboard skyscraper, living like this kind of caged laboratory rats. That's how we see it, my friend. Okay, so different people have got different way of thinking, way looking at things, isn't it? That's how we see it, my friend. Like if you train yourself for 25 years mortgage, that's voluntary slave. That's voluntary serf, my friend. And you work 16 hours a day for 25 years to own a second or third or fifth story building, then after 25 years, even the land is not gonna be yours. You're gonna still pay for the stamp duty, okay? So that how we see it. So different people have got different way of thinking. Like I'm just trying to kind of clarify the context when you say tribalism, my friend. These are people, free people, my friend. Vast open space. Okay, now especially we got the internet, my friend. There is no need for them to come to London or to New York, to Washington. There is no need at all. The people, the institutions from every world places, they can reach through the internet, telephone, speaking in English in their language, and you go all these translators. Okay, so these are free people, my friend. They're not serfs. Okay, so they're not tribalists, my friend. You are tribalists. Wrong understanding. Your assumption is completely different. I'm just trying to clarify. Okay, see you guys. You have a good night.